Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another edition of the Uper Farmers Cigar Garage Talks. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. We have a special guest back again. My lovely wife. Say hello.
Hello.
What are we smoking tonight? Let's start with that. Then we'll get on to the topic of the video. We are smoking the CAO, KO Nicaraguan. Just a little shorter, actually, than a Churchill. So, kind of nice. Nicaraguan cigar, so it's full of peppers. And then something kind of bizarre and different, because why not? The strawberry letter 23. A strawberry hop sour. So it has hops in it. It's a sour beer. Should prove to be interesting. I'm hoping it's red. Oh, it's not. It's a Pilsner. Nice light beer. No sweet treats tonight, and my wife didn't have a drink preference.
That's not entirely true. I wanted something hot, but I don't care to make it.
You don't care to make it, which is cool. Nice Pilsner. Let's give this a try here. Oh, that's everything I feared it was going to be. Oh, lordy. Yep, that's sour. It's like an IPA and a sour thrown together, so that's going to be fun to drink.
That's the look I have every time I drink a beer.
Right? I've seen the beers you drink.
Well, the beers I sip and then don't finish.
Don't finish, which is unfortunate. So tonight, what did you want to talk about, honey? There's a project you have going.
Oh, well, we saw the new, like, I don't know if I want to do it necessarily, the fun trend of the 2022 Time Capsule for February. So 2/22/22, and then you're going to dig it up at
3:33. So you bury it March 22nd, 2012, or 2022, excuse me.
February 22nd.
Yep, that's right. Then you dig it up March 3rd, 2033. So
That's my dad's birthday.
ooh, might be very fancy. So the question is, where do we bury it? Do we bury it here? Be very awkward, I think, because I have a hunch we're not going to be here in 11 years. I think we're going to have moved on, because what will we have? We'll have our...
In 11 years?
We'll only have 2 kids in the house, right? It'll be less than that.
Well, in 11 years, JJ will be 17.
So yeah, we'll have 2 kids in the house. And this is a big house. I have talked about it a little bit. When you have 6 kids and you homeschool, you need the extra space. I don't know if we'd still be here in 11 years, just because space-wise, unless we rented out the...
I don't know. I mean, currently, with the way the economy's going, it's not like any of the kids will ever be able to move out.
Oh, they'll move out, or I'll kick them out.
Anyway.
So, then do we bury it out on the island?
Yeah, but they're planning on selling that, too.
Or do we bury it on public land?
Oh, so somebody else can come and find it.
Well, not necessarily. You try to, put
Hide
it in a
it.
discreet, hidden place like preppers
But you
do
could
with...
just get some kind of sealed container. That way, if you move, you just take it with you. It's a sealed container. You don't have to bury it, per se. Which,
You always
in
bury
our
time
yard,
capsules.
with millions of rocks and
Yeah,
a fraction of dirt,
right?
burying it might prove to be more complex than intended.
But I like the idea of the time capsule being out of sight, out of mind. I mean, if it's like in Dad's gun safe, well, I'm going to see it every...
Yeah, but we've got enough closets. Just stick it in the back of one closet. It'll be forgotten for years.
Right?
You have to set a reminder somewhere to open it in 33.
In 11 years.
Yeah.
11 years and a few days.
But I mean, it would be a fun project. Like, the idea is fun. Like, do a time capsule now. And if your child is in, I think they said, first grade, then they'd be opening it their senior year. Obviously, Jeremiah, I guess, might be in his
He may be in his senior,
his
junior,
first
senior,
grade year, and
yeah.
so his senior year, but it would be close.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it'd be a fun one just to do as a family, and then wait until everybody's back together again to reopen it, to unseal it.
Now we've done pseudo time capsules. I don't know if you want to call them that.
Yeah, but they weren't for us. They were for other people.
They were for the future.
Yeah, the whole intent was for the future tenants or owners of the house to open it and see it when they were remodeling.
Yeah, we did put some stuff behind walls when we were. As one of my friends said, he came over and I said, I'm sorry, there's dust and debris and boards. We're kind of remodeling. And very bluntly, he said, are you ever not going to be remodeling? Which he was very right about. So the house, we actually put some time capsules or treasures behind some walls so that if they do some demo work or have to replace certain things, they'll find them. So, all right. So what do we put in this 2022 time capsule? Do we go all pandemic on it, or do we try to encourage the kids to avoid anything?
Well, I mean, right now we are still living through the pandemic, so I think that's like an integral part. Like, do I want hundreds of masks in there? No, but maybe one mask, like one paper mask, one cloth mask, that might make sense.
True, but do we, I mean, is that really something you want to celebrate? I mean, this is kind of sounds celebratory. Get all the kids together. We'll have 4 kids out of the house. We'll get them all together.
Well,
Remember we did this?
Well, yeah, but, you know, bad memories can still be celebrated. Like you made it through that. Whatever that was, a bad memory can still be celebrated. It's still a learning experience. So, and a valuable life experience. So, okay. I mean, I don't know that I would say I want to celebrate the pandemic. I mean, maybe celebrate that it's over at that point. But, I mean, it has become such a big part of especially the younger kids' lives. Like, our youngest probably doesn't really remember a time before masks.
True story.
So, and you know, I think that, you know, trying to hide that part of history would be wrong. Mm-hmm. So, it's part of everyday life right now. And Time Capsule should catch everyday life. True. Probably put a copy of Savannah's book in there.
You mean Swedish Compass?
Swedish Compass's book.
You gotta go by the gamer handles.
I don't know most of those, but Swedish Compass's handbook book in there.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering. Do you really put a mask in there? Do you put one of like the homemade masks, or do you just leave that out? You know what? There's enough fun stuff to. Oh my God! I remember doing that. Like throw some crap from Mackinac Island, or.
Well, but you should still have some somber stuff in there, some serious stuff. All right. So, I mean, because that's part of the experience. Like, you read journals from westward expansion eras, you know, from people doing the trip to Oregon, and it's not only the good things that they write about everything. It's everyday
True, but every time
experiences.
capsule I've ever been around that's been open, there's been a few in the fire department and whatnot. They're usually very like happy stories and memories because it was a celebration when it was put in.
True, but I mean, that's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Real life isn't always a happy celebration.
True.
I mean,
I'll give you that.
And there are bad things. Think about if you want to go real ancient, I guess. King Tut's tomb had his walking canes and all of that stuff. They didn't like.
Yeah, but that's
minimize.
An entirely different thing because the King Tut's, the Egyptians believed that he was going to basically live there for the entirety of the afterlife and would need his walking cane.
Oh no, he was taking it with him to the afterlife.
Yeah, but he would need that stuff. So it's like, you know, if you sent your king, you know, to the afterlife and didn't give him his walking cane, chances are he was going to get some revenge one way or another.
All right, touche. I'll give you that one. But I mean, I just think that you would minimize that whole experience by not actually showing the day-to-day.
See, that's more of a journal activity, though.
Well, there is a journal activity in there, I suppose, but
Because I always look at like the one time capsule I got to be present for. It was down in Maryland when Station 18 was being dismantled. Dismantled. Wow. Taken apart, taken down, torn down. They found the time capsule and they had like, they had one of the guys had earned the Maltese cross, so they put one of those in there, and it was little letters of hope and happiness.
so a Maltese cross. So he went through something awful, and
no, he made a miraculous save.
So something bad was happening, and
But they weren't
great
celebrating the
with it.
bad. They were celebrating that he got this Maltese cross.
But unless you're looking at something from, the last pandemic, you can't compare a time capsule that was created in a time of, relative peace to one that's being created during a pandemic to one that was created during the war. Because if you look at like time capsules that were created during Korea, it included a lot of like negativity as well as the hope and faith. So
True story. True. I'll give you that.
So I think both is important. I wouldn't want to like focus on anything from the pandemic. Like throw a mask in, okay, and then move on. Family pictures, snapshots, pieces of work that the kids have, like a favorite piece of artwork or a favorite story or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe a toy that an unopened Treasure X.
Well,
So they can all fight over it when it's opened.
That's why you have an open one. That way they're not like, wait a minute, those are now going online for.
No, that's why you get 6 of them so they can all open one. Or they can all have one to sell on eBay.
That's not a bad idea. Throw a Treasure X in there. Children are addicted to those. They're getting their friends addicted to those. So
Get Treasure X, get, something like that. Somebody's favorite creation of one kind or another, Legos or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely something from Star Wars in our house.
Yeah, most likely. Get that Star Wars set with the baby.
The baby, yeah, the
baby,
child.
The child. That's right, the child. Baby Grogu.
Or just get one of those little mini baby Grogu somewhere, because you can buy just a Grogu.
That's true.
Instead of spending all the money for the giant set just to stick Grogu in a box.
Well,
But
you're
yeah,
gonna have the rest of the set too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you're going to put the rest of the set in the box?
Hell no.
And Grogu's a fun one to play with, so why would you put him in the box? Put Rey in the box.
Put Rey in the box.
She's-
Right? She's the creepy one.
But I mean, I think that like you could do a very fun celebratory one and still have the occasional somber item as a, memory of what's going on.
You just
right
like the
now.
reality checks with your children. Like, take this.
Yeah,
You're all happy. That's not what was that what the gospel's about today? We made the homily. It's not all happy times. If you're in good times, you're not doing good.
No. Although the reality check is there, I mean, it's not focused on that. It's more like, really, in 10 years or 5 years, if you're talking about 2020 to 2022, if you don't mention this pandemic, then you're intentionally trying not to.
Fair enough.
And to ignore that, or because this has changed so many things in our country and around the world. Like, it would be wrong to try to ignore that or minimize it because it's been a big deal. And especially for like our kids, this has been a good portion of their lives now. Like,
Right, 3 years. That little poster I showed you that, when's the last time certain classes have had normal school? And you look at, what was it, K through 3rd has never known what normal school is, or K through 2nd, or
I think it's K through 3rd.
K through 3rd has never known normal school.
Yeah, I mean, you think about that and it's like, okay, then you would be minimizing, like, especially for younger kids' entire experience of a good portion of their lives.
True enough. All right, I'll give you that. All right. Well, it's kind of funny. So, this video will actually, I've already set in my mind. I'm gonna release it on the 21st. So the 7 people who watch this, in case they want to throw together a
Oh,
time
but that's
capsule.
not even fair. That gives them like one day.
One
to
day,
make
that's
a
fine.
time
That's all they
capsule.
get. But it fits well because I just recorded a video with all 4 of the olders. The 2 youngers, obviously, you can't really do a great video with them because they're so young. You haven't seen the compilation of My Kids Remember the Ronas video yet.
No, I haven't.
So I think it'll be very interesting for you to watch that one because it's going to drop tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
We're recording this on Sunday, not Monday. Usually I record all the videos. I upload and record the videos Monday, usually Monday around 11, 12, 1, depending on when I can get them uploaded. And then Monday night I record a new one. So I have a week to cut it together. So we're going to have the kids', I think it's going to drop tomorrow, the 14th on Valentine's Day.
Oh, you should have done a special Valentine's one.
Eh.
It's not really your holiday,
Not really.
though.
Well, it's not really my thing. I don't like Valentine's Day. It's too Hallmark. I mean,
You like the chocolate.
No, I don't.
You don't like any of the
I don't like
candies for
chocolate.
Valentine's
Not really.
Day?
Not anymore.
It's a good thing I got you Cheese Whiz.
Right? That's all we need. I still broke into that. I found that crap.
Oh, you're talking about the stuff in the cabinet.
Gotcha. I mean, if you talked about the Valentine's Day massacre, maybe you get me more into Valentine's.
Seriously?
It's just how I roll.
You always
baby.
gotta go dark.
That's
You're
how I
talking about
roll.
me making realistic stuff,
Right?
and you go
No,
dark.
Super dark. So it'll be interesting. Be interesting for tomorrow. Hopefully you watch the 4 kids. They actually did a really. It was very. I can see some scientists like pulling this video up on YouTube in 20 years to try and get a hold of the child's psyche, because they can take our video that dropped on, what was it, the 1st, and check that one out and see what the parents remembered, and then see what, resilience of kids, what kids remember, what they don't remember, which is kind of fun. Some of them, the pandemic was nothing. To others, this was the
Scariest.
the destruction of their childhood. Their childhood died the day the Ronas hit.
But you also have to give something to age with that, because at a given age you don't catch on to some things, and at another age things are a lot more intense and serious.
True enough. True enough.
Teenagers, there's no little. Everything's a big deal. Nothing is like a small, simple thing. Everything's a big deal.
True enough.
So, which is kind of like toddlers.
Yeah.
Like little kids, like, their sock is on uncomfortably and the full meltdown.
I definitely look at my teenage daughter like a toddler recently.
I'm just saying, like, that's my best comparison. Like, a random, like, itty bitty detail to me or you might be off, and, like, their entire day is affected. Just like when they were toddlers. Like, we had a few years away from that.
Right. That'll be good. That'd be fun to put that together. You don't have much time. You better get rolling.
Well, the container is what we have to figure out. So. Because whether or not we want to bury it, I don't think burying it, because you're right, we might not be here in 11 years.
I think that's the biggest one. Is I honestly don't plan on being here in 11.
But getting like a sealed, even 5-gallon bucket, or cat litter, the giant cat litter
those get
tubs.
thrown out. The 5-gallon bucket will survive those
That's
damn
true.
cat litter boxes. I love.
Maybe
throwing
not
those
if you
out.
painted it or marked it.
Oh, you'd have to definitely mark the crap out of that one.
That's one of those things where you just store it somewhere, forget about it, and then when you're cleaning, like emptying a closet or something.
Like you said, you better set the there's a couple of services that'll email you about bigger stuff that's like years out.
Put it on the Google Calendar. If it still exists in 11
Right, if it
years,
still
it'll message
exists.
me that you have an appointment on
Right.
the 3rd.
Yeah.
So.
I have a hunch this one's gonna be open in 44444 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, we missed that date.
Something happens to us and the kids are cleaning out the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this is 50 years old now. 60 years old.
What year is it? It's let's do it in July, I guess. 7777. It's lucky. Let's.
Right?
Mom and Dad aren't around, but 55 years later.
Right.
Well, it'll be fun.
I think that would be fun.
I'm excited about it.
I don't know what the kids will put in. Like, I think I'd leave that up to them 100%. Just, what do you want to put in? What will you put in?
Cigar.
Just a cigar?
Yep.
Really?
Put in a cigar.
Not like something you've made, like your homebrew or anything?
Well, no, that'll blow up or something. That's
Really?
homebrew. Yeah, I mean, maybe a wine would survive, but sometimes if it's not laying down, the cork goes dry rot, and then it'll just leak over everything. Where the cigar, if it goes bad, which it will, it just goes bad. So,
Rots away.
Yeah, it just rots away and turns into dust.
You put it in a baggie, a plastic baggie.
What I'd probably do is go spend $1 or $2 and get a glass sealed one.
Like the Maker Mark one.
It would be a Maker's Mark one. It'd give me a reason to go buy a pack of Maker's Mark, which I've had them on here. They're delicious as sin. So I don't know, something. We'll find something to put in there, but that's the first thing that pops in the head. Put a Maker's Mark cigar.
See, I don't know what I'd put in. I just maybe the family photo or something that was taken in 2020. Seriously, you gotta be like that. Well, I mean, I think just for family, I think I would just put a mask in the family photo and stuff like that. But I don't know what I would do for me specifically.
Well, it has to be something specific to you, and definitely this last year with these videos. I mean, I've been smoking a cigar once a week for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Every now and then it gets a little more than once a week. But I think, doing a...
I'd have to really think about that.
Yeah, I definitely want to pick something that epitomizes what 2022 has been. Put some seeds in there because we'll probably need them in 11 years.
Right, seeds. I was just thinking, I something from, like, I don't even know, maybe a weight.
Right? Oh, that'd be a good one. A
weight.
small
Since I finally started.
3-pounder. Put a bottle of your allergy nose spray meds.
No, put the loratadine in there. The day I stopped taking allergy
the
meds.
loratadine. There you go. That'd be a good one.
An empty bottle or whatever of loratadine.
What was it? Do you remember the MASH Time Capsule episode?
Vaguely. Didn't they put a wedding dress in there? And...
They put one of Klinger's dresses, and then they put bunion pads. And Hawkeye was all like, because of all the hours we've spent on our feet and the corns we had to deal with. Fine, put it in the damn box.
Yeah.
Put it in the box.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I maybe a free weight or some kind of weight because,
This has been your year of getting into shape, that's for sure.
Getting into shape and losing weight and starting to eat
You're doing
healthy.
well on it too. I'll put that out there for all posterities.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Get like a cookbook or something and stick it in.
You haven't really done a cookbook though.
That's true. It's true. It's been a
Maybe
lot of
put we'll put a get some
an empty
a
package
freeze dried
of riced cauliflower.
Yeah, get some freeze dried veggies, and we'll throw a little test tube of freeze dried veggies in there for you.
Right. Aldi's has a lot of freeze dried fruits and vegetables right now, so if you really want some, that's where you'd go. Nice. They have like the perfect little blueberries that are freeze dried. I almost bought a package because I'm like, that would make perfect blueberry muffins. Like you could make them from scratch, and because I hate the way blueberries like get gooey. So they're nice little blueberry. I might try that now. But anyway,
it's all good.
Yeah, probably something to signify that health journey. Maybe you do a printout of my
and it would be
original blood work, and then a printout of my next
one, and then one that actually improve. And that'd be a good, yin yang. You're putting in like getting healthy and crap, and I'm putting a cigar in there because it's like, well, I've been smoking a lot. So.
Killing your lungs, one cigar at a time.
Maybe do a little, my other project I don't mention online.
Yeah.
Put something of that in there.
Well, that's what I meant when I mentioned it before.
Yeah, but you can't mention that.
Yeah, I didn't mention
that. You can't mention that.
Well, I did a little bit.
A little bit, you did.
I didn't. I said brew.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Not that anyone can guess from context clues of that little conversation we just had.
Well, you can delete that out, okay?
No, I can't. It's a pain in the ass, so I usually don't. Right?
So.
Good enough. Well, we're getting on about 30 minutes here, and unfortunately my storage on my phone, I need to pull some stuff off, so I don't want this to cut out before we're starting to get into a good conversation. It's very good to have these little talks. It's great to have my wife. This is definitely going to be the month of family interactions. We do have one more of us actually talking about random memories and whatnot. We had the Ronas Remembered, and then we tried to do the Ronas Remembered Part 2, and it got political, so we had to pivot away from Ronas
Yeah.
and on to other
We
stuff.
may have to redo that one instead.
They're going to redo. I was going to heavily edit it, and I still might heavily edit it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
Well,
redo
maybe
it.
it might be more interesting to redo it after I've listened to the kids'.
You should definitely listen to the kids. I think that might be fun. Do a what do they call it? A watch party or director's commentary.
Reaction.
Reaction. Ooh, I like it.
The
We'll
reaction.
do the reaction to the kids is for the last week there in February. So that sounds like a plan. All right. Well, I think we're going to sign off here. Yeah, get your time capsules together. It's part of the Ronas Remembers. February is definitely going to be the Ronas Remembers month, which is that's semi my plan, but that's okay. Well, now it's the full plan. So we'll get that. Get your time capsule for 2/22 of 22, and be ready to open it on 3 of 33.
You'll have to take pictures of ours.
Take pictures. We'll definitely take some pictures. Maybe I'll make that as the
Like the
thumbnail.
slideshow. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should keep people guessing what's going to go in it. So.
Well, guessing what's going in it, but like after they watch.
Right.
It might be
Facebook's still around. We'll
interesting
post
to
it in 11 years. If not, it'll be on Rumble. So.
On Rumble. Spotify.
All right.
Spotify.
On that, ladies and gentlemen, hope everyone's doing well out there. Hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you on the next one.